to your experience as a kid with your mom and grandma, believing in the evil demonic side of D&D, and you said that they believed in things. They believed that things meant something. And their belief in these things was fear-based, right? That it was evil, that it was demonic, that it could bring about possession or, any sort of thing. But or that they thought that it was going to be this seance with incense and candles. And when you were saying that, what came up for me is they're not necessarily wrong, but not in the way that you would think. Because to me, I mean, I talked about tarot earlier in this episode. I love incense. I love lighting a candle for an intention for my day. I love the imbuing those things for me feel powerful and important. But Doritos and Mountain Dew with your bros in a basement can also be the elements for a certain type of energetic seance too. It is an energy. It is about your intention. It is about what you believe things carry, what you believe things hold. And whether or not you have, a higher power, a connection to the spiritual or anything, we all tell stories. And for me, as a writer, storytelling is a deeply spiritual thing for me because it feels like I'm connecting to this thing that's bigger than myself. I'm connecting to my audience that I'm writing to. I'm connecting to my past when I write about experiences I've had. I'm connecting to my wholer, truer self and trying to be the best version of who I want to be. And that's what it feels like when I'm crafting a campaign and when I'm playing a character, creating a backstory for a character. It's tapping into that same creation energy. And for me, that feels deeply spiritual. Doesn't have to be spiritual for everyone, but these experiences of storytelling, it is group creation, and that does mean something. And for me, that I call it magic. Other people may just call it shared experience, humanity, whatever. I think it's all of those things. And that story that you told about the 20-sided tavern, that's exactly what it is. It is the same thing when everyone at a concert pulls out their lighter or everyone in church puts their hands up, right? Everyone in that room felt that because it meant something. Completely imaginary story, completely imaginary characters, but we as humans invest and believe in things. Stories matter. The stories we tell matter, and that is why this game is so powerful, because it's not just a story, you're also living it. It's like your brain can't tell a difference between screens and experiencing something in real life. And so you are reprogramming your brain. When you do a heroic thing in your campaign, you're being a hero in your real life. You are still making that choice. And that's how your brain processes it. That's why it's the rehearsal for quote unquote real life. But man, I bet when that 20-sided die under the large camera hit a nat 20, that felt fucking real.
It was unreal. It was something else. And I am not the kind of guy, by the way, who lights their phone or whatever lighter in concerts. I feel nothing there. I'm not the kind of I don't feel any of that stuff. Like I generally like mass waves of energy. I'm just like, what the fuck? But when it's this kind of an experience, because it was authentic. To me, that
Yes.
the most of the time the hands in the air is manufactured. Everybody lift your hand. Like it doesn't work for me. But I have to say, what you just said is so beautiful. I don't think I can say anything else. I just want to end there because everything you said is so true and so perfect. And it is fucking magic. I don't care what anybody says by any definition. And now it just makes me think you and I need to be playing a game together because I want to see your.
Yeah.
I am not the big role player, and I love when people do it. So I don't know, man. I feel like we got something here. We need to maybe our listeners want to start a game. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
But, something we
let
could
us
think
know
about.
in the comments. If anyone out there wants to do a game, we could certainly get a Zoom game going. And I love what you said, like magic by any definition. It's the word we use to assign to the unknown, to the unexplainable. And there's so much about life that's unknown and unexplainable. And that's why we tell stories. And that's why stories are magic, however you want to define it.